The American people are $37 trillion in debt. $37 trillion in debt. The debt keeps rising, and the interest on our debt is at $1 trillion now per year. $1 trillion. It's important to talk about the foreign aid that we are funding to foreign countries. The American people are $37 trillion in debt. $37 trillion in debt. The debt keeps rising, and the interest on our debt is at $1 trillion now per year. $1 trillion. My amendment would strike $500 million of military assistance to Taiwan. This is an increase of $100 million from fiscal year 2025 and will be used to provide a wide variety of assistance, including planes, drones, missile defense, munitions, and more. Listen to this, as we're giving an extra $100 million, making it $500 million in this Department of Defense Appropriations Bill, the entire defense budget of Taiwan is less than $20 billion. Our defense budget is $831 billion. It wouldn't be so high if we weren't giving foreign aid. We've given Taiwan over $2 billion in funding and munitions over the past 2 years. We've already given them $2 billion, but now we're giving them another $500 billion. Increasing foreign aid to Taiwan will only increase their reliance on the United States. And the United States should be serving the American people and stop enslaving the American people in massive debt that drives the inflation that is causing Americans to suffer, that is causing Americans to not be able to afford everyday life. The United States is $37 trillion in debt, and we can't even hardly afford our own massive military budget, let alone funding the significant portions of other countries, of foreign countries, and foreign nations, and foreign people that do not pay taxes here in America. We have so many of our own domestic problems here at home and should not be funding foreign countries, foreign aids, and quite frankly, instigating World War III with China. Before we start worrying about Taiwan's borders or Ukraine's borders or any other country's borders, we should be focusing on the continued security of our own border and deporting the criminals and terrorists and millions of people that invaded our country and are somewhere within our country after they invaded our own borders. The best way to compete with China is have a strong American economy. We shouldn't be having to fund the protection of a foreign country that is producing over 90% of our chips when we should be producing those chips right here at home. Currently, many of our rare earth minerals are tied up on federal lands, and this is a problem that is tying up the production of chips here in America. You see, America should be building our strength and resilience. Instead of an additional $500 million being given to Taiwan for their defense budget, we should be investing that $500 million into America's ability to produce chips so that we don't have to be the world's police that go defend all these other foreign countries from China's aggression. The best way to beat China is with a strong America. But decades of America-last policies where our manufacturing jobs were sent overseas and sent to China is what made China strong. America created that problem. And America is continuing to create that problem by dependence on foreign countries for our own manufacturing. This is why rural America has been crumbling for decades, because of the economic loss of their own small towns. In America today, the cost of college tuition has increased by over 180%. That means it's unaffordable for many students, and they're laden with student loan debt. According to American Compass in 1985, 40 weeks of a typical worker's income could provide the middle-class essentials for a family of 4. But now, this requires over 62 weeks of income, exceeding the 52 weeks in a year. Life is unaffordable for Americans, Mr. Speaker. We're $37 trillion in debt.